Yo, what you man telling me? It's your host Young Mushu back with another video. And yo, you man, yeah, I've been going through it, you know what I'm saying, as usual. You know, life ain't all cookies and rainbows. I think I fucked that statement up, but who cares? You know what I'm saying? Basically, what man's trying to say is life ain't easy, innit? But we're still here. Tough people, lost, tough situation. Fuck, I forgot all the sayings today, bruv. It's not looking good, bruv. To show you where man's at. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is, yeah, is that man wanted to do a lot of stuff. Me, if you know me personally, or you know me quite well, I'm kind of a fast-paced kind of guy. I like to keep doing shit, keep moving and keep progressing. I don't really watch TV anymore because that shit fake. I mean, you know, if Game of Thrones is on, I might watch that with the boys. But like, not a lot of stuff. Like, man, not really soak myself into entertainment. I don't really watch sports like that. I watch like music videos and shit, but there's only so long you can watch that shit for. So it's like, man, I couldn't really go to work as much as I wanted to because fuckery was going on. And then like, my car broke down for like a week. So I couldn't even move how man want to move. More time, man's got freedom to go here and there. All my friends are busy. Even if they're not busy, I'm just not trying to like bombard them with me in it. So I'm just thinking like, raw fam, the universe is just telling man to sit down and think. And man was just sitting here, and I was just thinking, fam. Like every day, I'm just sitting down, like, what do I do, fam? Like, do you know what I mean? And then I started to think about things that man, like, people would do. I'm not even gonna lie, yeah. Sad to say, fam. But since the Amsterdam Vogue man relapsed on the bud, fam, I could have kept this one a secret, but I wanted to let you lot know, just so you lot don't feel bad about whatever you lot are going through and doing, or if you make a mistake. Because I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Even though I said, yo, I'm not trying to hit that shit no more, I'm totally glad I hit that shit, fam. Car, bro, when you're just bored and you got nothing to do, like, I find it hard to focus these days. Man's got like TikTok brain, even though I don't be on TikTok. But I find, fucking hell, mate. I find myself scrolling day to day on social media, watching bullshit, wasting time, wasting hours, feeling like shit. And I just thought to myself, like, yo, let me smoke some ganja at night time, fam. Sat out in my garden, I blazed some weed, looked at the stars, and then I just thought to myself, like, yo, why am I not happy, fam? And I just started thinking about all the things that I'm not doing. Like, I'm not listening to music as much as I used to. I'm not making it as much as I want to. Oh, that was another thing. My fucking software stopped working, so man can't even make music too tough. I stopped going out and experiencing new places or new things instead of doing the same shit all the time. And do you know what I'm saying? And just meeting different people and so many different things. I was just thinking to myself, like, yo, what is happiness and what is fulfillment? Like, what is it that makes people fulfilled? Car, I started to realize, yeah, that me personally, I think as a man, I'm not too sure about women. It could be the same thing, but maybe I might be a bit different because we are a bit different. But I feel like as a man, to be fulfilled in life, you essentially have to have a purpose. So I feel like some people, two ways of people getting a major purpose in their life that lasts for a long time, which is having children. So I feel like having children is a major purpose because you're looking after someone, you're caring for another human being, and they're going to be a new model person in society and all of that bullshit. But also at the same time as well, that's someone that's going to outgrow you and outlive you. So I found this out that this was somebody's purpose because I was talking to my sister and she was telling me about her children, which shout out to my niece and nephew, you know what I'm saying, if this shit blow up. Clo funds, you know what I'm saying, and Henny, love you too. Love you too, you little rascals. Little rascals, but I love you too. You know what I'm saying? And fucking, yeah, she was telling me that that's her purpose, innit? And I was like, raw, I hear that still, because that makes a lot of sense, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? And then my crody, you know what I'm saying? Nah, my older brother, he just converted to Islam, you know what I'm saying? Mashallah and that. I'm not really religious myself, but I seen that my man seemed a bit more happier and a bit more better, just the better mood, better everything. So I'm like, you know what? I personally don't agree with it, but it's making my man happy. I'm happy for him, for real, because as long as, if that's what gives you that inner peace, if that's what gives you that happiness, who am I to say anything about it? I feel like the younger me wouldn't have been able to accept that, but the older me can now. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's one thing as well. But one thing I want to say about religion, yeah, and this is an open space. I want this to be a conversation where everyone can talk and everyone can leave opinions and whatnot. I don't want no one to jam hate down someone's throat because they have an opinion that's different from yours. This is just an open space where we all talk and we all agree to disagree. Because when you walk down the street, everyone doesn't look like you. Otherwise, it would be fucking boring. Everyone would have the same thing, we'd all do the same shit, and eventually shit would get boring, which is why everything looks so different and everyone looks so different, as you already know. But I personally feel like with the religion thing, I feel like it's coping, man. I ain't even gonna lie. I genuinely feel like it's coping. And no disrespect on that one, but that's just how I feel about it. Cause there's not much like proof and stuff and all of that. And it's like they're so like with the book. And I'm just like, it's just a book, fam. Like I can't really get behind it. And now don't get it twisted, I do believe in God. I just don't think God has a religion. God is within inside me, and within inside you, and within inside all these trees, and within inside everything that has life within it, within this universe. This universe, like everything is connected essentially. There's a source, there's an element, just you breathing in the air and breathing it back out. That is you putting in the energy of life into your body and bringing it out. A lot of things are created by seeds. When you bust inside a woman, yeah, you create a new child, fam. What's that? You put a seed inside that bitch and life just sprung. When you put a seed in the ground, what comes out? I don't know, a fucking tree, some fruit, anything. Could be something. So the universe is a bunch of seeds being planted. Even right now, I put in a bunch of opportunities like, ooh, I want to give you this situation, but I don't know if I can say it on cam, innit? But essentially, I'll break it down in layman's terms. I planted a seed somewhere, and then a few weeks later, I got a payout from planting that seed. But if I had never planted that seed in the first place, I would have never got the payout and got to where we are at. So that's just one way of looking at life, as planting seeds. I plant seeds everywhere, every day, and anywhere I can. I throw one here, throw one there, throw one there, and I keep walking about my day and on my way and see what happens. But I want to ask you lot, man, like, what do you think can make a person really and truly fulfilled other than having children and religion? Because I feel like there are things out there, like maybe if you're living an exciting life or whatnot, because people try to distract themselves with short pleasures like frivolous sex or taking drugs or even food, even shit. I know that's a pleasure I've definitely indulged in. I like food, man. I like to eat. And yeah, maybe even like clubbing and shit. And then I see a lot of people that were in a club like every weekend and all of that, and then I see them in the church. They're like, yo, I used to be in a club every weekend, now I'm in the club, now I'm in the church every Sunday. I'm just like, okay, like you know what I mean? Like I don't really see that as a big flex. Like they be like, yeah, man. And it's like, are you disgusted within yourself from being within the club? Because I don't really see too much being bad within the club. Obviously, other than just a waste of time and money, that's probably the most bad things about being in the club. But like, there's a lot you can learn from the club, even just the way how people move, because a lot is said without being said while being in the club. So I feel like that's one great thing that you could take away. I feel like everyone likes to look at things so negatively when there's so many aspects that you can take. It might not be the nicest experience, but it's like, what did you learn from that? Like, I'll give you an example, right? So I was on the basketball court the other day and I was trying to shoot my shot, innit? I kept fucking missing. So what I started to do was I would break down my shot into points. So I realized that where I was fucking up is I needed to stay no diddy for this whole sentence, innit? but I needed to stay hard at the bottom and then soft at the shoot, you feel me? So keep it way more firm when I'm gripping it here and then shoot a bit softer. So I analysed the whole thing and eventually I got better shots and more buckets that day when I was practicing, just from analysing the things that I was doing wrong. But some people could say, you miss so many fucking times, so that's a bad thing. But it's like, what did you learn from missing? I got anything else to say, fam? I don't think I do, you know. I'm kind of just waffling at this point now, fam.
Definitely dropped some gems.
No.
Positive wise words.
Nah, live. But I wanna see what's your opinion on the fulfillment? You think you could come and interject, bro?
Yeah, well, I'm going to YouTube.
Come on. That's my nigga Rory. You
Oh,
feel
go
me?
on. Go on.
Older brother to Black Jesus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Might as well start calling you John the Baptist.
I said John the Baptist. Oh. And yeah, they call me Live Long Lodi.
Whoosh.
Hello. Yeah. So you said fulfillment.
Yeah, man.
Right. For me, yeah, personally, because I heard what you said about, the frivolous sex, just basically the pleasures, you get me, they feel good, boom. But man wants that long lasting happiness, you get me, peace, and yeah, let's stick to happiness. But yeah, for me, I would say it's like evolvement. If I'm not changing, if I'm not adapting, if I'm just staying stagnant, then that's where man feel low, you get me? But if man's focused, and sometimes man might slip up, but it's how you react to that. Are you gonna be your best friend and say, yeah, you're good, man? Or are you gonna say, oh, you're an idiot? Like, you get me? You gotta choose which side you're gonna play for yourself. So stay in that, I would say, it's like the point of zero. Just stay in the center, let life be, and just stay in the present, you know what I mean? And that's where it is. When you're bored and you got time for yourself, that's where it will happen, that shift when you're like, you know what, let me really go inside. You know what I'm saying? And start digging deep. You know?
Yeah.
So for me, that is like, yeah, that's my answer to
Fulfillment.
fulfillment.
So it's just staying focused on essentially your goals and always progressing.
Yeah.
See, I feel the exact same way, but obviously I haven't been the most consistent on staying fulfilled
Yeah.
on my goals or whatever. So I don't want to tell the people them like, yeah, this is what to do, and I'm not doing that myself.
Yeah, sometimes you might, as I said, sometimes you might flop. Well, not even flop, but sometimes you might fall off. You get me? But it's how you get back up. That's what I said. It's how you deal with yourself. How are you gonna? You get me? Are you gonna say you're good, man? Look how long you've been doing your thing. Just carry on. Cause you know where you want to be, instead of allowing your former self to tell you where you're gonna go. When you got that other side that you see the vision, follow that and keep listening.
Okay, shit, I couldn't have said it better myself, to be honest. I had to bring bro here, fam. Bro, follow the vision and follow whatever you got going on. Cause I've even lost like pace sometimes, and I remember when I was fully content with life and I was my happiest self, and I'm either just trying to get back to that or make it even better than what it was before. So I totally agree with what bro's saying to me. I would say for people, find out what your passion is. If you find genuine
Distractions. Stay far away from distraction. Well, obviously it's hard to stay far away from them because they're everywhere. You get me? That's how it's designed. But see the distractions, be aware of them, and consciously remove yourself. Consciously focus on what you want to focus on, not what they want you to focus on. So stay in charge, literally, and charge yourself up full of what you want to be charged up with, and program yourself. You get me? The way that you want to program yourself. I don't know how else to say it. That is what you have to do, because they're, you know what I'm saying?
Alright, broski, I also want to ask you, since you're saying stay away from distractions, over here, we try to help our people as best out with the information that they need so they can follow their life. So, could you name some distractions that have been hindering you in your life? And talk
Hey.
about how some of that.
Hey, I got number one. You see the porn? Hey, the porn, and that was from young. And that was a program that literally held back. Yeah, car, that's man's life force. And when man's tapping into it now, man's seeing like what's going on, you get me? So I just see how much I was missing out on energy wise. I could have used that energy for all heap of different things. And it's still affecting me up till now. Like, it's still a program that man has to be aware of and decide, yo, I'd rather do this. I'd rather do some training. So because I'm doing training, I don't even have time to think about it. So that's what you have to do, shift your focus.
I'd also say with the porn thing as well, I feel like a lot of the time, obviously if you ain't got a girlfriend, it's a bit technological, fam.
Even with the girl, bro.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Everyone's affected, bro. It's not just when you're single. Nah, bro. Everybody.
Nah,
especially
right.
like the younger, like maybe like, you know, like your mom, our moms, and nah, like them lot, I don't think they went through it as. But with the internet,
Nah, they did not.
with the internet, we know our gone. We know our gone. But just that one thing, that one thing.
No, I think it's peak as well, bro. It's like, I don't know about you, yeah, but you know what's the worst, yeah, when you've done everything you need to do and you can't fucking sleep. So you're like, you know what I'm saying? You just hit the telly whacker, fam, to get to sleep, fam. You shouldn't do it, innit? But
like, been there, done that, you get me? But it's a different day and it's a different time. Every moment you get to decide what you want to do. The longest time I ain't worked, like, I mean, like, you know, 9 to 5 type of work. But now, I've been doing it for like 2-3 weeks. Building work, if you need building work, shout me, you get me, boom, boom, boom.
come on, get out, my nigga, you need them doors, he got you.
Get me, everything. But yeah, building work has been good for my soul, you get me, like, because it's another focus. I'm able to like, just zone into something. And the time's going by, and I'm not, no thoughts are occurring, I'm just zen. That's the point you have to do. That's a beautiful place to be.
Yo, like one time, yeah, I was like trying to clean my back garden with a machete from the yard, innit? And I found like, my garden looks like a damn rainforest, fam. So I found this like, kind of like mini tree that was growing. I just kept hitting it and hitting it and hitting it just repeatedly. I don't know why, but just hitting the shit repeatedly, yeah, just made me feel better mentally. I can't.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you go to the gym and you're just pushing weight repeatedly. It felt like that, bro. I swear down.
It's that energy, you're releasing all of that that's stored in your body. When man's training and that, when you dance, when you do them certain things, yo, you're releasing energy and you're allowing new energy to now flow, bro. So every day, just move. If you don't move, move. Even if it's not trained, like, you know, but move, because it's important for your mind as well, not just your body.
Yeah.
And your soul, you know.
Nah, for
it's
sure.
all connected, so.
Even like the other day, man's been feeling kind of shit lately. I've been putting off legs in the gym because I hate training legs, yeah, but I said fuck that. I went to the gym yesterday, I hit like decent squat. Yo, man was sweating like a motherfucker, but I felt good after that session. I woke up this morning with hella energy, man cleaned my room, man did like all the things I need to do, like man's doing this video right now and shit.
It's that flow of energy that we all need.
Yeah.
And that's what they're doing, they're taking out, and you get me, there's so many distractions to take you off track from whatever you was focused on. So just realize it's all energy. The more energy you have, the more you can do, the more powerful, the more you'll feel better. And now you will just have a different mode of thinking. You'll realize that you're more than you even thought you was, even when you thought you was it's crazy. So that's the point where you have to be going down that path. Especially with how the world is, like, you've got to be able to control, you know, just the way you feel and not be led astray, I guess.
Yeah, the one thing I will say is that I feel like everything happens for a reason, right? So us being born in this time period, as you know, the way I see it, I don't care what anyone says, as time progresses on, things get harder, just my personal opinion, especially for us young people. So I feel like the fact that we're born and we're this age that we are now within this time period you can handle it. It's not easy, but you can handle it. So don't let anyone make you feel like you can't handle what's going on in the world today, because God wouldn't put you through this if you couldn't handle it. You feel me?
We are supposed to adapt.
Yeah.
A lot of the normal things that we don't do is like we've been taught out of it. Basically, your natural gifts and that, you know, you've been shifted the other way. So that's what I'm saying. You have to get back to that. Get rid of all the programs you think that are not serving you, should I say, and start acquiring the ones that you truly want. And that will take time. It's not a rush. Take time.
No rush, man.
Take time. See what you actually want to do with your life.
You know what I'm saying? I'm taking time to get 1 million subs. We're going to get there.
Come on.
Time.
Yeah, exactly. But you got to believe first. And look, bro's here doing the thing. You know what I'm saying? Man's not procrastinating, man's just doing it. That's another thing. You just want to just be doing. Don't overthink things too much. Like, we all do it as well, you know? So it's just a little reminder.
Yeah, man. Always just try to keep on the goal, try to stick to it. But if you can't move, and if you feel like you're in a place where you're stagnant, I want you to just reflect on what you're doing on, because if you can't move forward, whatever you're doing is not working. So I feel like God's trying to tell you, yo, you need to think. Like right now, things are just kind of getting back on track for me. Hopefully. I don't know if they fully are, but it feels like it. So I'm going to just keep on going with that momentum. But I had to think really hard. I wrote all my goals down this year, all the things I want to get done this year. And now I'm just going towards my plan. I'm knocking down all the tasks on my plan until I get to the top of it and then create a new plan once it's done.
Always try something different when you get stagnant as well, you know. Just try something different, and then that something different, you might not even like it, but that led you somewhere else, and that's what it's about. You'll bounce and bounce and bounce until you reach a place where you're like, yo, man's actually good, you know.
And you can learn something new about yourself as well. There's so many things that you don't know about yourself because you haven't tried.
Exactly.
One thing I've realised about this generation today is everyone's on their phones, everyone's watching live streams or these things. But life is a live stream, fam. Life is live if you go outside and you do shit. So really step outside and watch what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well said. Damn. Hey, you lot are lucky that you got Mushi, you know. Big man ting, wise man.
I feel like we're gonna wrap this one up, but I really want to get this conversation going with you lot and everything. So don't be afraid to leave a comment. Your opinion is your opinion. I just want to say no hate.
Hey, I've never been able to say this before. Hold on, like, comment, subscribe. Yeah. Hey, what team?
Bow.
I love to the people, yeah.